Here is trying to be honest with the time constraint that prevents you from being able to say everything, and also them adding effort to make you say things wrong so they can call that a form of intended honesty and pretend that they can't tell the difference between them causing mistake and you actually trying to tell a real lie that deceives and manipulates people. Dealing with a red line strategy, and what the red line strategy is, it's when a group of people or when a person wants to get rid of you. They create a structure here of there being a length of attack, a length of aggression that they can use before they cross the lethal point. And at the lethal point, they can be held accountable and gotten rid of. So what they do is they get as close to the lethal point as they can, or they get like halfway to it, and it irritates you until you want to get rid of them. Now what happens is that once you try to get rid of them, they'll claim that you've automatically crossed the red line, and thus they should get rid of you. Everyone should help them get rid of you. And what they'll do is they'll be like, we were just annoyed, we were just upset, and look at him, he's handling it like a freaking, he's being so aggressive, he's being so messed up. And what this is, that's when they're saying the structure that they'll use to justify getting rid of you at the next stage of their attack. Now what they say here is that so long as they don't cross the red line, you can't do anything to get rid of them about it. But their intention with this red line strategy is upsetting you until you cross the red line. If you attack them back halfway at the red line or meet them at their point, you're pretty much creating a form of consistent combat, which they'll keep getting closer and closer to the red line until you cross it so that they can still get rid of you by saying that they have the moral high ground. Now, because that's their strategy, it's actually okay to just get rid of them now. You can see everything that they're doing, you gotta construct it, and you can communicate it. Even if you can't communicate it, you still know what's going on. Take your bet, take your risk here. With that being said, we also have another dilemma. It's the taking advantage of the trolley scenario here, where you got 5 people on the train track and one person who's bound to get hit. Now, the change to make this more correlated with what's going on is that you have 5 people who changed the track to hit one person, saying that if you guys agree to kill 5 people over one person, that it's unethical. Now what they're doing here is they're placing their lives at risk, knowing that it's a red line strategy still, that the person who's on the track, who isn't doing anything wrong, really shouldn't be on the track anyway. No one should be on the track. But the person here is trying to get what they want, and these guys are jumping on a train track in groups saying that the train needs to stop, and the train is directly correlated with this guy getting what he wants. And they're saying that if the train continues to go, even though they've all jumped on the track, then this guy's success is immoral and therefore can't happen. It's unethical and cannot occur. That's the strategy here. The way I beat this is by using rations. I sum the whole group of people down to one person, and I say that it's a guy working, achieving success, and another guy jumping on a train track saying, if I die here, I'm putting my life at risk to stop this guy's success. If I die here, that means that he cared more about his success than he did people's lives, or that I won't die here because my life is more important than whatever he wants. The train's still going to keep going at that point. You just need to get off the track. And so that's really what this all has been. It's been a group of people saying it's not fair for them to not be allowed to restrict someone else's success at the risk of their life, claiming it unethical if that person succeeds. I just got attacked here. Somebody doesn't want me to be able to say this next part correctly. These are real-time things that are happening. I get, there are real people in real time that are responding to what I'm saying and interacting with it. Even if they don't hear the exact words, the change in tangible structure of physical occurrence, they're reacting to it as I speak. That's what's going on here. We've also got a group of people that are also doing a democracy claim here, where they're saying, I found it. Okay, so I am making what I want to happen real by using my logic and tangible structures to assist in the physical occurrence of it. What I'm doing with my limitations, with as little as I have, with as little opportunity, with as little resources. I gotta make my stuff out of very, very little stuff, and I don't mind it. It's actually teaching me something. That's not give you permission to teach me things because you think you're a fucking sensei here, okay? These guys who are attacking me are using the same strategy that I'm using to make my life real, to make my life difficult. I use my logic and tangible structure to add to what's possible so that I can become successful. They use theirs to prevent me from becoming successful. They irritate me. They trip me. They say yada yada yada. This is possible now, so that's what's happening to him. He can't get past that. That's what they're doing. I'm saying yada yada yada. This is possible now. I'm getting it. I'm finally happy. And so what they're saying is that because it's a group of people that no matter what, their structure should be allowed to occur on me. And if it's not, then there's a system flawed here. The democracy system isn't real. Oh, this isn't a democracy. This isn't a republic. It's a totalitarian state. We need to fight back. We need to fight back because this guy got what he wanted, even though us group of jealous fucking nitwits didn't want that and were putting effort to change physical occurrence so that he didn't get it. What they're saying here is that because there's a group of them, because it's more than one person attempting to add structure to cut off one person's success, that by physical law alone, their ad should occur more or faster than the one guy's attempt. But we're also dealing with ethics here. We're dealing with, oh, that was a manifestation. Some girl cut my arm off and she won't let that go. She didn't cut my arm off. She's saying in concept, I don't have it, and it constantly physically manifests. I'm assuming she's being taken care of by her family, which is why she hasn't really been exposed to ethical laws like this, because she would know by now that shit's not acceptable. So I think she's relying on a man, or at least her parents, and that's why she doesn't get drained here, but her parents are probably fucking stressed out, or the guy she's with is probably stressed out. And that's a real fucking fact, because they're constantly wondering, like, why the fuck does it feel like I just gotta do more all of a sudden, bro? What the fuck is this? Why are things just more difficult all of a sudden? What the hell? So, they're gonna gay that. I kill people here. So, pretty much, these guys are all saying that because they voted in the logical structure that causes physical occurrence, that I should get hurt, that I get hurt. That my hand gets broken, that I get arthritis in my hand, that one of my veins popped, because they all voted that and they won the vote that it should occur. Ethics prevents that from being a thing. There's no reason for it to occur. Any of the strategies they've used to create reasons are actually unethical on their part, because we all know the structure of what's going on. I was doing a lot, I was making a lot, everybody got jealous and said that's not fair. They all contributed to adding structures that disrupted me, that disturbed me, and that corrupted my reasoning until I did something that they could all use as an excuse to justify what they were already doing and wanted to do this whole time. So they say as a group, we all voted for him to get hurt here. If it doesn't happen, life doesn't make sense. We don't need to respect anything. It actually does make sense if it doesn't happen, because that's unethical and it has no reason to occur. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, I'm killing you here.